Good morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. I've always wanted to say that. And it's actually Tuesday while I'm recording this. This video is going to be about two different topics. The first is the Project for Awesome. What's the Project for Awesome? Thanks for asking. The Project for Awesome is an annual event that works to raise awareness of charities around the world with the incredible goal of ending, quote, world suck. In 2025, they're allowing people to submit videos on behalf of charities that we believe deserve a little extra attention. I mean, I'm sure they've done this in previous years as well, but I haven't, so it's new to me. The other topic I'd like to talk to you about is a 501c3, a not-for-profit called Barefoot Shakespeare Company. Barefoot Shakespeare Company has given me and countless others incredible artistic opportunities that otherwise wouldn't exist. The first time I ever auditioned for them, I truly thought, I've got no chance. It's a professional theater company, it's a well-paid gig, and it had music written for it by the guitarist of Air Supply. Also, my headshot was nearly 10 years old. They offered the audition to a youth, and instead, a grizzled man in his 30s walked in. But, against all odds, I got the role, and I would come to find in the rehearsal process that Barefoot Shakespeare Company is so respectful of everyone involved. We were never dismissed a single minute later than we were scheduled, every single voice was given a space to be heard, and again, we were paid well. During that show, they paid 5 actors, an assistant director, a stage manager, multiple assistant stage managers, a Broadway-level fight director, an intimacy coordinator, and 4 musicians. And then I'd eventually come to find out something that blew my mind completely about this company. Attendance was free. I'd never heard of a theater company paying their actors and then not charging a single dollar for tickets. In fact, usually it's the opposite. In my experience, theater companies pay their actors nothing or virtually nothing and then charge $25 a seat. After one of the performances, the cast went out for drinks, and I managed to corner the director, who also coincidentally happened to be the president of Barefoot Shakespeare Company. And I was like, hey, can I ask you a Barefoot Shakespeare Company question? And you don't have to answer if it's like a weird question or you feel uncomfortable or whatever. And she was like, yeah, of course, what's up? And I was like, How do you do this? How money if no money? And so she kindly explained that Barefoot Shakespeare Company is lucky enough to have donors who believe in supporting the important work that they're doing. But then something changed. Now, I don't know the specifics of why, but last year's show nearly didn't happen, and it was because of funding. We did eventually manage to crowdfund the show, but barely, and largely because of the immense efforts of people who need this company as much as I do. On a lighter note, in recent years, Barefoot Shakespeare Company has put on a fundraiser called Unrehearsed. Unrehearsed is a single performance of a Shakespeare show that has no director and no rehearsals. It's an insane ride for audience and performer alike. Essentially, if you're foolish enough to be part of Unrehearsed, you're given a script, you're told what character you're playing, you're told when and where to show up, and that's it. You don't even know what other actors are going to be involved. Now, you get to choose your costume, your props, your accent. One year, an actor decided to play her character as a French maid and learned all of her lines in French. It's complete chaos, and I love it. And there are referees that give out penalties if you mess up a line, or miss an entrance, or touch someone inappropriately. We're not having anybody do fight scenes or intimacy without rehearsals. We're not that cruel. I say all of this to tell you that we're trying to bring Unrehearsed to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in Scotland in 2026, but we're not entirely sure how. And a little bit of funding would go a very, very long way. The Barefoot Shakespeare Company was named for its ability, nay, its eagerness, to present powerful and diverse productions with very little. 99% of our productions are performed outside at Summit Rock in Central Park. We don't have a curtain, we don't have stage lights, we don't even have a backstage. You know, it's funny, I say we, I'm not even technically part of the company. I'm just a guy who believes wholeheartedly in the work that they're doing, and I want to support them because I think that it's important, and because they've changed my life and the lives of so many other people. So please, 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 please consider voting for Barefoot Shakespeare Company in the Project for Awesome, or consider donating to them directly on their website, barefootshakespeare.org. And last, but certainly not least, don't forget to be awesome.